Good morning, Thailand. My name is Alex, and I have some news updates from around the land of smiles today, this Thursday, May 8th. Now, today, we're going to be talking about an emergency landing of a Bangkok-Moscow flight, a series of increasingly silly smuggling schemes, and a little later, Cambodia's ban of Thai livestock imports over Anthrax concerns of all things. Now, before we get into it, please remember to subscribe to the Thaiger to stay up to date on all things Thailand. And also, before we get into it, let's hear a quick word from our sponsor. You see them up in the corner over here. That's Fazwaz, our partners for this show. They are one of Thailand's leading real estate brokers. They have renting, selling, buying, whatever it is that you need in the real estate market here in Thailand. They have got you covered. Multilingual, 24-hour support. They are one of the best in the game. So if you are in the market to buy, sell, or rent, look no further than fazwaz.com. Go check them out. All right. Well, okay. This let me fix the hair, fix the do. Cool. All right. Now, our very first story. I'm just gonna play the audio. This is what everybody's been talking about this week. Tan, can you just show us what I'm talking about?
Right. Go back to your country. You are not welcome here. I'm sorry, but your money, but my money, okay? Build your country.
Oh, wow. Okay, keep that.
Your monies, my monies, it build your country. All right, how was my impression? Was it good? Okay, all right. So an Israeli tourist sparked backlash in Thailand after refusing to remove her shoes at a Phangan cafe. Blasphemy. A viral video shows her arguing with staff and justifying her actions by claiming Israeli tourists have built this country with their money. Her behavior was condemned online as entitled and disrespectful, adding to growing tensions over tourist conduct in Thailand. Though she later claimed foot pain and miscommunication, her explanation has widely been dismissed. Look, okay, the Israelis have been garnering themselves quite a reputation here, particularly in places like Koh Phangan. This girl in particular has shown off that sense of entitlement and untouchableness, and has since shut down her Instagram page. I believe she shut down her TikTok page as well. I'm not sure. She's clearly very embarrassed by it, but it's one of those things where, you know, it's only because there's backlash. I don't think that she actually feels bad about anything that she said. She looked so confident when she said it, and by all accounts, this is the kind of person that she's always been. A bit of a Karen. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to know your thoughts on this, guys. For me, it sucks. Like, it seems like it's taking advantage of Thai hospitality and the general non-confrontational nature of Thai people. But at the end of the day, man, like I always say, the anger is a switch in Asia, right? It doesn't build, and it's like not a meter where you're speaking to the manager. It's all of a sudden now an entire nation, the Israelis, are on the radar of Thai people for being really bad tourists. And now, look, I'm sure not everyone from Israel is a bad tourist, but unfortunately, this broad stroke is being painted. And this is the thing that happens when you end up traveling as an international. You represent kind of your nationality, and when you make the news, it's for the wrong reasons, you're going to have a detrimental effect on your fellow countrymen. So I would advise everybody to behave and be respectful of local cultural norms, and come on, just take the shoes off. Like, if I invite you in my house, I got rules, okay? All right, speaking of people making an embarrassment of themselves and their nation, our next story takes us down to Pattaya, where an Irishman has been arrested after a violent brawl on Soi 6, another day. A violent altercation involving a drunk 23-year-old Irish tourist erupted in Pattaya Soi 6 on May 7th, leaving bar staff injured and police scrambling. After allegedly attacking a female employee, the man fled and was found nearby, bleeding and without ID. He claimed he was attacked unprovoked, but staff provided conflicting accounts, accusing him of starting the chaos. 2 workers were hospitalized, and both parties have filed complaints. Police are reviewing CCTV footage to determine who was at fault, underscoring growing concerns over foreigner behavior in Thailand's nightlife hotspots. Well, I'm inclined to believe this in one direction. Look, we'll see what the CCTV footage provides, but the staff at these places, they have to deal with rowdy, unruly tourists all the time. They have a long fuse, usually, when it comes to dealing with drunk, rowdy people. And so often is the case, the tourists themselves, getting a little too on the sauce, end up elevating things to where they should not be. 2 people in the hospital, and this man himself found bleeding. It's a pretty serious case. So Police are investigating. We'll get to the bottom of it. We'll let you know what it is. Innocent until proven guilty, right? But I feel like we've been here before, and I can make some inferences about which direction this might be heading in. But let's reserve judgment until all of the facts emerge. Hopefully everybody just is okay at the end of this, and justice is served whichever way it needs to go. All right. Let's see. Evil Twin says, I never hear a story person stoned on cannabis fighting in the streets. That's a very good point. It's certainly more of an alcohol-fueled thing, and other substances as well have been known to cause these behaviors. All right. And Elliot says, yep, another day, another dust-up. Indeed. All right. This next story is a bit of an interesting one. Not a normal story that we talk about here at the Thaiger, but I did want to bring it up because it raises some interesting ideas about the limitations of trade. Obviously, tariffs have been big in the news lately, but there have been embargoes too. A Bangkok-Moscow Aeroflot flight has made an emergency landing in Delhi after a Fume scare. That's right, an Aeroflot flight from Bangkok to Moscow made an emergency landing in Delhi on May 6 after crew detected a burning plastic smell mid-flight, sparking fears of a fire. The Boeing 777 safely landed in Indira Gandhi Airport with over 400 people on board with no injuries or smoke actually reported. Emergency teams responded swiftly and all passengers disembarked safely. The onward flight was canceled for technical checks and crew rest requirements. Aeroflot is assisting stranded travelers as the incident adds to a string of recent emergency landings at Delhi's airport, raising concerns about aviation safety and preparedness. So this is what I mean about the planes, especially coming out of Russia for the Russian airlines. They have been subject to the embargoes, and their airlines have suffered for that because that means that they don't have access to the parts from companies like Airbus or Boeing. I'm not entirely sure what Trump's position has been on allowing Boeing parts to go into Russia, but certainly France is not allowing that. And that means that these airplanes are going to be going out of date. A lot of their maintenance and scheduled repairs are not going to be up to par. And that's leading to these concerning incidents where, okay, you guys smell that? Is that burning plastic? That's not supposed to be happening. And now, fortunately, this was an okay scenario, emergency landing, everybody's fine. How long is it until it's not okay and something dramatic does happen? We'll see. But I would recommend to any Russian users watching to maybe plan some alternative modes of transportation until things get figured out. All right. Now, moving on. Let's get into our next story where, we're going to spin the wheel. I've got 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 smuggling stories. And people from different locations smuggling different things. Now, let's go for the first one. Flick, 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 flick. My sound effects are off. First up, Brazil. What were they smuggling? Cocaine. Apparently worth 22 million baht. That's right, 2 Brazilian nationals were arrested at Savannahboom Airport after Thai customs officials found 7.4 kilograms of cocaine hidden in their luggage worth over 22 million baht. The suspects had flown from Brazil via Paris and tried to pass through the Green Channel with no declared goods. Tisk tisk. Suspicious baggage led to an X-ray scan and manual search revealing the drugs. The arrest is part of Thailand's broader anti-drug crackdown supported by top government officials. Both suspects have faced multiple narcotics and customs charges, with authorities highlighting over 140 drug arrests made since October 2024, totaling 800 million baht in seizures. Bad time to be a drug smuggler, it appears. Look, as long as the market is there, right? Wherever the demand is, the supply will be there. This is always one of the things I always talk about, the war on drugs. How effective is it? Because it seems like it's perpetual. It's always going to be there. And as long as the demand is there, someone will be there to supply. I'm surprised these guys made it as far as they did. All the way through Brazil, through Paris. It was just in Thailand where they were finally caught. Now going to be facing some serious jail time here in the land of not so smiles, apparently, for these guys. But crime, it don't pay. So if you're thinking about doing it, maybe reconsider, because the crackdown is on. All right. let's smart. Put coke in your own bag, says Damien Jesser. Well, I was supposed to do it. I'm no professional smuggler, but yeah, certainly you would think like cargo shipping or something like that would be better, where you can sort of like distance yourself from the actual contents of whatever it is you're smuggling. But don't look to me for advice. I'm not giving advice. Don't smuggle drugs. That's my advice. All right, moving on. Let's spin the wheel again. I need better sound effects. This time, we're talking about an Australian. What was he deporting, you ask? Grenade rounds. Good God. An Australian man, Peter Davison, not to be confused with Pete Davidson, was detained at Phuket International Airport on May 6 after security staff discovered grenade rounds and other explosive items in his luggage during routine screening. The alert officer immediately involved police and the EOD team, who confirmed the 61-year-old lacked authorization to possess such munitions. Like, sorry, I've got a prescription for these bombs. Davison was charged under Thai law for illegal arms possessions, a serious offense carrying heavy penalties. The incident has highlighted the importance of airport security vigilance and Thailand's firm stance on preventing the transport of dangerous materials. He remains in custody as investigations continue. Those are old and rusty too. Like, that's pretty scary that lucky that they didn't go off. But yeah, I don't know what some people are thinking. Those are like historic artifacts or something like that. But in any case, can't bring them on a plane. I'm pretty sure. Even before 9/11, I think that was against the rules, right? No bombs on planes. Anyways, I don't know what this man was thinking. 61 years old, probably not old enough to be like completely out of it and not understand what he was doing. Curious to know what his explanation is. Curious to know what the charges are, because this is such a weird and unique case. We'll try to get you some updates on that as we get them. But yeah, again, my advice: don't bring explosives onto an airplane. I can't believe the things I have to say on the show sometimes. Yeah, okay, so, all right, that's 2 smuggling stories. We got a third, and believe it or not, it's even dumber than the past 2. Spin the wheel again. All right, I'm done. That's the last time I do that. We got a Russian this time. Now, what was he smuggling? He was smuggling hash into Thailand. It's already legal here, bro. A 36-year-old Russian man named Dennis was arrested at Phangan after police received a tip about drug dealing. Officers found him carrying cocaine, magic mushrooms, and over 400 grams of hashish, some of which he had smuggled into Thailand by swallowing condom-wrapped parcels. Wow. Oldest trick in the book. Dennis admitted to importing the drugs from Bhutan and planned to sell them to tourists. He now faces multiple charges, including possession and consumption of narcotics, literal consumption. Authorities say the arrest is part of a broader crackdown on drug networks operating on the island using body concealment smuggling tactics. Look, okay, so he had cocaine. That seems super illegal. Mushrooms, they're grown here. There's a lot of people that can get their hands on them pretty easily in Thailand. And then hashish, anything cannabis related is pretty legal and above board here. So the idea of bringing that in to the country, like, why would you smuggle cannabis in to Thailand where cannabis is legal and then try to sell it? Like, I don't know, as a consumer, would you rather buy the regulated stuff at a nice dispensary that is following the rules, or the hash that has gone through a Russian man's digestive system? You tell me. Let me know in the comments what would be your choice for how you would consume such a product. Good God. All right. I don't know what to do. Baijasu says, was the crime drugs or competition? Good question. I think probably the smuggling itself, I think. And VV22 says, and here's more better stuff. I agree. I don't know what, it's not like Bhutan is known for its thriving cannabis market. And yeah, I don't even know what to think about that one. But I'm having a laugh at the silliness of what some criminals will get up to. All right. Well, guys, that'll do it for our Thailand section of the news. Before we continue, I want to give another quick shout out to our boys over at Fazwest, boys and girls, excuse me. Some of the best real estate agents here in Thailand. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, go check out fazwest.com. They've got you covered with 24-hour support and multi-language support. So give them a go if you're in the market. All right, guys, that's it for our Thailand section. We are now on to the ASEAN Now section. Please do remember to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. Now, our first stop is actually a border story involving both Cambodia and Thailand, where Cambodia has now banned livestock imports from Thailand over anthrax fears. What year is it? Crazy. Cambodia has imposed a temporary ban on importing livestock and animal products from Thailand to prevent potential anthrax outbreaks, despite no current cases in that country. The Ministry of Agriculture is closely monitoring the situation and coordinating with border authorities, while a rapid response network has been activated across all 25 provinces. The Ministry of Health has urged vigilance, highlighting that anthrax mainly affects animals but can infect humans through contact with contaminated products. It was scary. Look, anthrax, obviously this has been used in terrorism in the past, but it is something that just naturally occurs too, caused by a bacterial infection, I believe. I can't remember exactly what the name of the bacteria was, but certainly scary. So it is encouraging to me to see a country like Cambodia clamping down on it while investigations are done and people can get to the bottom of this, so that food safety is being, it's being prioritized. That being said, I live in Thailand, where this has originated. So hopefully the Thai officials are on top of this as well and make sure that anthrax doesn't make it into my beef. I would sleep a little bit better. I'm going to stick with the Pakrapao Moo or Guy for now. All right. Next up, we got another border story involving Thailand and now Myanmar. Thai F-16s have intercepted a Myanmar jet near their border amid tensions. 2 Thai F-16s were scrambled after a Myanmar fighter jet flew close to Thai airspace near Kanchanaburi on May 6th, sparking public concern and social media speculation. Defense Minister Puntam confirmed there was no airspace violation, calling it a routine flight and urging calm. The incident, occurring near the sensitive Sangkla-Buri border, coincided with reports of a Thai military drone in the area, further fueling confusion. While officials stress the issue has been diplomatically resolved, the close call has reignited scrutiny over regional tensions and the readiness of Thai air defenses. Well, I mean, who knows what the government of Myanmar is going to do at any given moment. Obviously, they are still embroiled in a civil war over there. And the border is a big issue between Thailand and Myanmar, as many of the groups within Myanmar are using the porous border of Thailand to smuggle drugs and other contraband in order to fund their respective war efforts. There's been reports of it happening on both sides of the conflict over there. So Thailand taking its border security very seriously on that side makes a lot of sense to me, particularly as the war rages on over there. Yeah, gives you an excuse to scramble some jets too. Make sure that you are in proper working order in case something actually does happen. Moving on to our next story. Okay, I have a tale of intrigue now coming out of Malaysia. Now, Malaysian anti-corruption witness named Pamela Ling has vanished under mysterious circumstances. A whistleblower going missing. Scary stuff. Malaysian businesswoman Pamela Ling vanished on April 9th while en route to the MACC office to assist in a corruption probe linked to her ongoing divorce and money laundering investigations. Her e-hailing ride was intercepted by 3 vehicles and her phone was last tracked near the MEX highway. No ransom has been demanded and police suspect impersonators may have abducted her. Ling had recently filed a judicial review against the MACC, accusing them of harassment. Authorities have denied wrongdoing and investigations are ongoing, with 16 people, including her husband, questioned so far. Well, kidnapped. They know she was kidnapped. There's no ransom. She was going to be a whistleblower in a corruption case. If it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, I hate to say it, but it's probably a duck in this situation. Who knows what has happened to her? Obviously, many people are fearing the worst, and it wouldn't be the first time we've heard of something like this. I mean, just ask some of those Boeing whistleblowers or in any other situation you've seen around the world where people try to come forward to do the right thing and are suddenly silenced by, I don't know, did they do it to themselves? They were suppressed, something like that. This is some serious corporate espionage that's going on, and it's very unsettling. But curious to know, anybody closer to the case, what your thoughts are in Malaysia over this very shocking story. Okay. More intrigue, but this one with a happier ending. Another kidnapping, guys. This time it was a South Korean tourist who has been rescued after being kidnapped in the Philippines. That's right, a South Korean tourist was safely rescued after being kidnapped by armed men en route to a fishing trip near Nasugbu, southwest of Manila. The abduction, which occurred early last Friday, prompted a swift response from Philippine police, who secured the victim by Monday. While the tourist is in stable condition, the kidnappers' identities and motives remain unknown. The incident follows a recent fatal shooting of another Korean tourist in the Philippines, prompting South Korea's foreign ministry to issue safety warnings. Despite security concerns, South Koreans remain the largest group of visitors to the Philippines as of 2024. Yeah, it's scary. There are definitely parts of the Philippines that are not safe for tourists to go to, like not at all, particularly in the south. I don't believe that this was a region that is typically known for that, though. So very interesting to me. A couple of key points here. They were able to rescue him. He's okay. He's in stable condition, whatever that means. So maybe he was injured, but he's alive. No known motive. Usually it's a ransom of some sort. They rescued him, but they don't know the identities of the people. That is also very confusing to me. How did they get a hold of him without there being some like shootout or some sort of arrest made? Beats me. So still a lot of question marks on this story, and this is the kind of thing that has, of course, led to the South Korean government to issue warnings about traveling there. That being said, it seems like the allure of the Philippines is still too much for South Koreans, as they still seem to be going there in droves. I've been many times. It's always been very safe and friendly to me, but stories like this will have a detrimental effect on the perception of tourists who might be considering coming to the Philippines. We'll see about that. Anyways, happy he's okay. All right, guys. Well, that'll do it. Let me wrap up the show very quickly. Yeah, thank you for joining us for this edition of Good Morning Thailand. Guys, I will be off tomorrow. I'm heading to Taiwan. If you want to follow my adventures, you can follow me on Instagram. But I will be gone for the following week. Jay will be back next week, so you will get some news out of the Thaiger after all. Please remember to subscribe to us here on the YouTube channel and join us for the live chat if you ever get a chance. We do it every day at 9:30 in the morning Thai time. I know that's not very convenient for people in Thailand, but if you do get word of it, it is always fun to have you guys here in the chat, reading along with me as I go through the wackiness of this news broadcast. Also, don't forget to follow us on the other platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I already said YouTube, X, Line, wherever. You see a lot of content that you would normally see. And of course, you can always go to thetiger.com for more news updates throughout the day. And head over to ASEANnow.com, which is Thailand and really the region's largest growing expat forum. Whew. All right, that'll do it, guys. Let me sign off from here and get into the chat, everybody. Let's see what you have to say.
If you like that story, please like and subscribe. And for more Thailand news, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok at The Thaiger, or you can go to thetiger.com and join the conversation.